As we know, Antonio Rudiger is a free agent in the summer, and Tuchel said that he doesn't blame Rudiger for not staying at Chelsea because now we know that Rudiger is going to leave. But Tuchel says that the sanction of the club prevented them from putting up more of a fight to keep him. Before you give your answer, this is not true. I don't believe that this is not true.
My answer very simply is I think this is more evidence that Tuchel's not in a great place right now. I don't understand what you're saying here, right? So you're saying he made a personal decision to leave, which to me says not about the money. Oh, but if it wasn't for the sanctions, we'd have more money that we could throw at him. But if he's made his personal decision to leave, doesn't matter if you're going to pay him $50 million a year, right? What are you trying to say here? If you just want to say, look, he's leaving, personal decision, move on. Leave the sanctions out of it if it's a personal decision.
Yeah.
If it's about the money, then sure, the sanctions come into it. I don't understand his message. I understand what he's doing. But you don't believe what?
Because the first offers that they made to Rudiger and his brother before the sanctions, before the war in Ukraine, were not good enough. You can't. He's maybe your player of the season. He's been one of your best players since Tuchel arrived, and you make him an offer way below what you should be making him with the status that he has and why he's provided for the team since January. I just don't get it, Gab. I really don't get it. I promise you, you offered him less money than some of the fourth or fifth choices in midfield. Come on, he's your best defender. Yeah, it didn't make sense to me. And now to blame the sanctions, where clearly the effort was not made even before the sanctions, I don't understand it either. Gab, remember when we were told that the Chelsea sale would be quick and smooth, and now it's been nearly 2 months, and we still have 3 parties bidding. What's going on?
I don't know, but people are getting a little bit annoyed here.
Well, right,
also because they keep asking for more guarantees. What are going to be your plan to the stadium? We've been reminded again, like I've been saying all along, Roman Abramovich can also say, nah, I'm not going to sell. I'm going to wait for you to unfreeze the sanctions. Possibly. They've now been, I think one of these bid teams that I spoke to says, well, we were told that Reign would select their preferred bidder, and then the government would issue a license and give their view. Now they're saying, like, hey, how about another round of bids? There's suggestions that the bid led by Stephen Pagliuca could bow out next week, and that they've limited to 2 bids going head-to-head, which of course would be the Todd Bowley-Viss bid, and the Broughton, Lord Coe,
Hamilton, Williams.
Wow,
so many names there.
Harrison Blitzer, the money man.
Of course.
I don't know. It could also be that the government is so heavily involved in this, and obviously the government right now busy with other factors as well. Yeah. But it's pretty exciting, and I don't think it's a great precedent too, having a government so involved in a sale like this. I don't think so. I would imagine they could have made rules and then stepped away.
Because these kind of things take a long time anyway. City, PSG, it's not something that you just do like this.
If you're talking about putting together billions and billions, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.